Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon Fire Red Rocket Edition. Where we last left off, we just walked into this cutscene, and I thought, hey, this is probably a perfect place to cap it off, so we can start with some plot next time, and next time is now. Longtime follower, love your videos, wanted to say thanks for getting me into Crusader Kings years ago. Ah, it's awesome. I hear that all the time, people who got into Crusader Kings through me. I'm very proud of that. Okay. Ronnie, also known as Shadow the Hedgehog. You guys, you're not gonna believe this. The cops are in town. Jeez, it's the fuzz. They're up by the old TM Collector's house. I swear, we only barely got away before they had us in cuffs just now. I mean, we didn't barely get away. I walked back and talked to the police, and they're like, "You've committed no crimes. You're good to go." No kidding, man. What do you think we're also worked up over? Jeez, what are we gonna do? You think they're onto us? But they couldn't have seen us. We were all real stealth-like. Maybe we gotta wear something different, guys. There's no reason to think it was us and not some other old burglar, have they? Come on, you can't know if at least one of us didn't slip up and get spotted at some point. Man, why am I so tongue-tied today? I feel like I'm reading way slower than usual. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't take a genius of a bystander to spot a crew of rockets running around and a house being robbed and somehow connect the two, does it? That's a good point. That's enough. Please be quiet, all. There should be no reason for alarm. The police have arrived at the scene a lot quicker than they usually do, granted, but there's no reason for them to suspect us in particular just yet. Cebu, just jump up. Don't scratch on my chair. And even if they did, well, we've got enough influence in the Kanto Police Department to ensure the repercussions for us will be minimal. Does that mean we can get arrested? No, this is a far too low-impact episode for them to take any definite action. Sorry, I'm really distracted by Sabu trying to scratch my fucking chair. I love how the moment I was going live with the stream, Rocky and Sabu both need my attention. Unless, of course... Hey guys, check this out! It's on the TV! Get over here quick! Why do we not have, like, chairs or couches or anything near the TV in the middle of the room? I blame the guy on Nugget Bridge who keeps going, "You should join Team Rocket." I'm asking you to join. Seriously, join Team Rocket. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that kind of blows our cover, you know? Okay, Cebu. Yeah, you're coming up with me. Yep, nope, you're coming up. Nope, you're gonna leave the room now? Okay, cool, then leave the room. Holy shit. I had to keep my hand down by the side of my chair so that he gets pets, rather than scratching my chair. But then I go to pick him up so I can put him on my lap, so that I can play the game two-handed, instead of just left-handed. And he runs away. And he just came back. Holy shit. I need to see. What's happening? Is it something bad? Oh. I didn't think standing here would, like... I wanted to see the rest of the dialogue. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And now, in alarming crime-related news... I love the idea of the news report on a crime opening like that. And now, in alarming crime-related news... A renowned collector of technical machines was earlier today a victim of a vicious robbery while away from a Celadon City home. Police arrived at the scene shortly after the incident, but were unable to catch the perpetrators before they made their escape. Our own Northern Kanto reporter, Ford Regulator... What? His name is Ford Regular? Ford Regular. That sounds so made up. Hi, love the challenge, especially the outro time. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. From the scene, Ford Regular. I don't even know what happened. I was just up on my regular hike up at Mount Moon, and I came back down, and all my hard-earned TMs were gone. And here, I had gone and planned all year to teach this here TM dig to some little Sandshrews or Mankey or what have you, and now it's all gone. Doesn't Sandshrew learn dig normally? Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Hi, Noonie. Noonie... Fuck, just jump up. Yeah, jump up here. And then they dig this giant hole right through my wall. I mean, those crooks are digging their way into no good, I say. Oh, okay, Sabu's jumping up. Hi. Noonie. Hi, Noonie. Okay, he is on the desk immediately in front of me. I will try my absolute best to still commentate through his tail being in, his tail's now wrapped around the microphone. Okay. Truly an unnerving tale of this poor homeowner. Now, we understand that your daughter here was out playing in the vicinity when this incident took place, and that she, in fact, was witness to some of the actions of the criminals responsible. Well, it's a good thing I don't need my mouse because he's laying on it. Now, miss, would you mind explaining to us exactly what you saw? That's definitely a fake name. I know, right? Well, you know, I don't know exactly if it was the same people, but there was this creepy guy who tried to rob me earlier. I mean, that sounds pretty damning, I will say. Truly shocking. Ninny, do you want me to open the blinds so that you can go in the window? So fine, okay. If that gives you a place not on my desk to lay down. There you go, Noonie. Oh my god, he just left the room when I stood up. Sabu! Holy shit. Yeah, he was a real funny-looking guy. He had green hair and these weird black pajamas. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, we know it was Shadow. He told us about the mission. He had me fight him in a Pokemon battle, and after he won, he tried to steal my Pokemon. I wouldn't let him have them, though. So then he just told me something about being too old, and then ran off. He just came back in the room and scratched my fucking chair. Hi. Ninny, come here. Yep, big pickup. Big pickup. Here's some lap. Do you want some lap? There you go. Did the whole stream lose audio or just me? Fuck, I hope the whole stream didn't lose audio. I still see it on my end. I don't know where he went to exactly, but I think I saw him with some other guys wearing the same funky outfit after. Funky's a crazy way to describe that. It was really weird. Now, Mr. Officer, I'm led to understand that with the aid of this young lady's description, the Kanto Police Department has gotten rather a good idea of who might be behind this crime. There you go, Sabu. Yeah. Okay. He's curled up in my lap now. He's purring. That's correct. The variation in footprints, as well as the speed at which the operation was carried out, make it clear that the burglar was being carried out by a larger group working together. I don't know, man. Those footprints look like Pokemon footprints to me. We can still hear? Good. Cool. Furthermore, the uniforms described by the witness leave little doubt in our investigators' minds. Team Rocket must be behind this heinous crime. This most heinous crime. I think you're profiling. Just because we're evil Pokemon kidnappers doesn't mean that we kidnapped Pokemon. You heard it here first, viewers. The Kanto Police Department believes, in other words, that this burglary was an act of organized crime by the notorious anti-government organization Team Rocket. Positively nerve-wracking to think these wretched criminals are currently on the loose, roaming the streets. Viewers are advised to guard their homes and their Pokemon. Maybe they should guard their homes with their Pokemon. Oh. In light of this and other reported crimes by the criminal organization, we reached out to we reached out to Champion Lance for comment. Does he just live in this fucking room? No furniture? There's like a battle arena. Ahem. It has come to my attention that the Kanto region has recently been the victim of several acts of organized crime at the hands of this Team Rocket. I'm also led to believe that this organization has perpetrated a number of lesser crimes primarily around the Celadon area, but that the local police force has had a tendency to turn a blind eye to these misdemeanors. I don't know why I'm doing reporter voice for Lance, too. Sorry, it's habit. Happy birthday, Big League NDB, a favorite Canadian YouTuber. Thank you. It's not my birthday for a few days, but thank you. Today is not my birthday. With this burglary, as well as with recent reports of similar mischievous behavior on Mount Moon and at the Pokemon Tower in Lavender, the Rockets have proven themselves to pose a genuine threat to regional security. So they've been talking about how the Pokemon Tower is like already taken over, so I guess we're not going to be part of that one. All of this is, of course, completely unacceptable. I've therefore decided to initiate a new program to combat organized crime. We will bring the Rockets to justice. We are stationing federal police agents in every major city across the region. These specially trained, morally impervious forces will actively... Hi, Noonie. He just leapt out of my lap. He was all curled up, purring, vibrating, eyes closed, and he leaps out of my lap and starts licking his back. What the fuck? Hi. Yeah, oh, no, he's leaving the room. Okay, I'm gonna just close the door. There, the door is closed. It's a cold enough day that I can afford to have the door closed and it'll be fine. Oh, Jesus, hold on. I just looked at my other monitor. Sorry, I didn't have my headset on for that. I don't know if it played a sound effect or not. I didn't have my headset on there. Busby has tipped $1,000. I'm assuming American. I think that displays an American for that website. Look at MDB. This makes a total of $3K for me. Yeah, it fucking does. Sorry, I can't... Okay, I just got the out-of-memory error on YouTube again. Hold on, let me just refresh it to fix it. YouTube is never gonna fix that bug, are they? Like, never, ever. It's been like 4 years and they haven't fixed it. Holy shit. Sorry, okay, I can see it again. Hello again, MDB. I think this makes $3,000 from me. It does, yes. Sorry, I can't do another 2K donation. No, you don't need to. You could have just not donated anything and you'd have nothing to apologize for. This won't quite get you to your goal, but I hope you make it there. Thank you for everything you do. No, thank you. Genuinely, that's fucking crazy money from one person. 2,000 is crazy enough. 3,000 is fucking nuts, but thank you. I very much appreciate that. Because I have been going to war with the CRA, the Canadian Revenue Agency, over this one fee that I'm supposed to pay, but they will not let me pay it. And I got confirmation on the phone yesterday. Finally, someone from the CRA told me that there's something wrong with my account. It's a bug on their end, and that they have to escalate it to fix it, and it might be fixed in 5 business days, and if it's not, I have to call them again. Like, it's finally confirmation that this thing I've been trying to pay forever, and this account I haven't been able to get into forever, it's a problem on their end. I mean, they told my accountants that once, but then they didn't do anything. Now they've told me that, because there's just this fee that I've been trying to pay for months, and I'm sure it's just accruing late fees, but they won't let me pay it. The account is just busted. I'm so happy that finally a human at the CRA has directly told me, hey, this account is bugged. We have to escalate it to fix it. This is an issue on our end. Oh. I don't know if they're gonna waive the late fees. I asked the person on the phone if they're gonna waive the late fees because I've been trying to pay it. And they said they're not sure. I'm gonna have to like talk to someone else. It's not their department, I guess. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get them to waive those late fees. But now that I have it in writing and in their recorded voice call, that 2 separate people have told 2 different people, myself and my accountants, that the problem is on their end. Hopefully, that's enough to waive the late fees, because I think the bill is only like $370 or something, but with the late fees, it's probably fucking double that now. Sorry. The CRA is the worst thing ever. Okay. Donating $1,000 to a proud member of Team Rocket is crazy. That is crazy, yes. I'll have you know it's more like $950 because PayPal is gonna steal $50 from it. Okay. Right, I should get back to the video game. Sorry, that was $1,000, kind of a big deal, and then I had to bitch about the CRA. And every Canadian in the chat probably agrees with me on bitching about the CRA. For anyone who doesn't know, the CRA is the Canadian Revenue Agency. It's like our IRS. Okay. These specially trained, morally impervious forces will actively combat larger criminal operations and will provide victims of crimes with a safe avenue in which to report their perpetrators. PayPal is Team Rocket. Yes. Dude, I'm gonna use some of that $1,000 you just tipped me to buy a new scratching post, and I'm gonna put it right behind my fucking chair. I don't care. I don't even care anymore that it's gonna eat up a bunch of floor space in this room. Anything to get him to stop scratching my chair. He never used to have this habit. I've had this chair since he was a baby, and he only got this habit when I moved the desk, because he used to jump up on my desk constantly from the back to get my attention. Now if he wants my attention, he scratches my chair. It's not cheap. Furthermore, as of today, each and every identified member of Team Rocket is a wanted criminal. For every Pokemon reported stolen by each member, the bounty on his or her head will increase. Oh, so we're increasing the bounty with every steal, okay. These public bounties should help raise awareness amongst the citizens of Kanto about the region's most notorious criminals. In addition to informing authorities about their whereabouts, citizens are advised to stay away from, and especially to avoid assisting in any way, these individuals. That was such a clunky way. Such a clunky way to write that. Businesses such as Pokemarts are also encouraged to deny services to wanted criminals in order to prevent undue damage to their reputation. Chat, if any of you know of like a really good scratching post, that you know cats are into, because, you know, I bought a lot of scratching posts over the years, obviously, and, like, a lot of them get used, a lot of them don't get used ever, you know? And obviously depends on the cats, but if anyone knows of, like, a really good scratching post that doesn't take up a bunch of floor space, let me know. Preferably not a totally flat to the ground one. I've never had much luck with those. I feel like cats are usually more interested in vertical ones. Or at least sloped ones. Happy early birthday. Oh, thank you. My B-Day is next Saturday. Happy early birthday to you too, then. Thank you for the videos. They've helped me more than you can ever imagine. Thank you. I really appreciate that. A second office chair? I have other chairs. He's not going to scratch those. He's scratching the one I'm in because he wants my attention. Anyway. Of course, we want equally to encourage criminals to choose to renounce their past evil doings and become law-abiding citizens again. That's why any Rocket who chooses to hand back a stolen Pokemon to a local police officer will have the bounty on his head reduced in proportion to the strength of the returned Pokemon. That is crazy. So could I steal a low-level Pokemon, level it up a bunch, and then give it back and have more value than what I... Like, you know, like I lower the bounty by more than I raised it when I stole it? Additionally, police officers will hand out rewards to former criminals who have kept a record of good behavior over longer periods. I like how he's just explaining game mechanics to me. With these measures, we move confidently in the direction of a crime-free Kanto. That's impossible. No lowly thug should ever be allowed to threaten the security or well-being of this proud region. That is all. He's just going to the Hall of Fame chamber? There's no furniture in there either. Recently started playing Schedule 1 after watching the streams. Oh, it's so fun, isn't it? It's really good. Great with friends, too. Okay. The regional police force is reportedly working around the clock to implement Lance's new anti-crime program. We'll be bringing you more news on its progress as it arrives. I love that the rival encounter music... Oh, no, that's not rival. That's regular trainer encounter music, right? Is like their sign-off on the news report. That's great. Oh, no, they're on to us. No shit. I knew those cops meant trouble. Now what are we gonna do? What, did you guys think that the police... Like, did you never consider that the police would have a problem with what you're doing until this moment? Man, I don't want to go to jail. Shadow the Hedgehog, you worthless piece of crap. Now we got the police and the government on our heels, all because you couldn't keep yourself from robbing every little girl you came across. Yeah, you punk, why couldn't you just stick to the mission like the rest of us, huh? You always had to be the hothead, didn't you? But guys, give me a break. How was I supposed to know that Brat was the collector guy's daughter? I mean, I was just doing exactly what all of you do. Matter of fact, I bet your stinking asses would have done exactly what I did if you had had half the chance, you dumb little... That's enough, Grunt. Be quiet. Lance, that son of a Granbull. Wow, that's so lame. Pretending that he hasn't known about our operation for ages already. Ridiculous. Grunts, the day Lance gives our Rattata's ass... Oh my god. I bet Kanto's safety will be the day I die. But he's clearly decided that now is a good time to seem like a do-gooder for the press. What exactly this means for us, I'm gonna have to discuss with Boss. The bloody pulp to which you and your family will be beaten, should you ever reveal any confidential information to the police, should not be news to you anyway. That is so clunky. Liked my old red Akira J. I still have it. It's in the closet. Besides that, I don't really care whether any one of you get the police on your tail or not. You rob or refrain from robbing as you see fit. Or refrain from robbing is a crazy thing for an admin of Team Rocket to say. You personally suffer whatever consequences come of that. I might also add that, however, morally impervious Lance thinks his special cops are. I've yet to meet a Kanto policeman who's totally immune to bribery. Anyhow, the bottom line is, keep doing as you've been told, Grunts. You still get to be Pokemon gangsters, just don't be stupid about it, alright? Yeah, the writing isn't awful, it's just very clunky at times. It's incredibly, like, run-on sentency. Well, I won't pretend like my capacity for giving praise to anyone at all was just a little hampered just now, but I'll try my best. Great work on your mission, MDF&B. You saved our Porygon supply, and you've done it without having to expend more resources than we can afford. I'm going to personally commend you to Boss for a job well done. Not the boss, just Boss. So, it is in good conscience that I trust you with another high-stakes mission. I'll get right down to it. We're involved in a smuggling deal and a certain gym leader down in Vermilion City. Heh, yes, that's right. Given his rather public status as a Kanto veteran from the war, whatever that war might be, it should come as no surprise that Surge happens to be a Rocket sympathizer. Anyway, the good lieutenant has managed to get a number of rare Johto Pokemon smuggled onto the SS Anne liner that's just about to dock at the Vermilion Harbor. He'll be handing them over to us in exchange for some goods that our scientists have synthesized in the lab. Are here in the other room. I checked all the rooms. I didn't see shit. Go pick them up, and then head south of here to Saffron to get to Vermilion City. The rocket admin we've stationed on there is a bit of a downer, but you should probably meet up with him just to lend yourself a bit more credibility when dealing with Surge. Okay. Did you get all that? That's a good lad. Pick up the drugs from our scientists and off to Vermilion with you. Okay. I'm guessing it's this room then. It's insane. Yeah, cat video. Yeah, we've talked to these guys. Oh, hiccups. I'm okay. MDFNB? The grunt who's carrying out the smuggling deal with Lieutenant Surge? Yep, it took us ages to get it strong enough. But here's the stuff he wanted. Treat it with care now. Steroids! Yay! Synthesizing first-grade anabolics is a crafty art. Especially when it's for a great big brute of a man, I tell ya. Yay! Human growth hormone. No, 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 no. Man, I love that we're peddling HGH. We don't have a bike, right? Oh, we do have a bike. That's right. We stole a bike. I forgot about that. Why does the vertical animation look so janky, by the way? Like, this looks fine. Left and right, that looks fine. Why does down look so janky? It's like lopsided, I don't know. It's like we're streaming with a limp. Stream die? Still up on my end. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we haven't been down here, right? Oh, we can steal from bug catchers, can't we? Hold on, let's get a reminder on the team. Zubat doesn't have bite yet, does he? Not yet. I do need to grind at some point. Fight me. Never seen you around. Are you good? No, I'm bad. He's got, what, a Butterfree? Yeah. Okay, so it's the same as in regular Pokemon. Astonish? God, Sleep Powder. No, that's going to hell. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I have a Spearow, right? I do. Yeah, we really do need to do a bit of leveling. Oof. Have you played Pokemon Emerald Rogue? Nope. Or no, that's Rouge. Yeah, also no. And B, you can use items. Oh yeah. It feels so wrong. Because, you know, I play Pokemon every week for, like, Pokemon challenges. And, I'm not allowed to use items in there. So I'm playing Pokemon, like, 5 days of the week. Sometimes more. Without using items in battle. So I kind of just forget sometimes that I can use items. Like, I forget it's an option. It just doesn't come to mind anymore, you know? It's like 6 years of playing Pokemon with no items in battle. You literally just forget that you can use items in battle. How annoying would you find a challenge suggestion in this form? You mean like in the chat while I'm streaming? It's not the most annoying thing in the world, but it is mildly annoying, yes. I just try not to get annoyed about it because, like everybody coming in probably doesn't know that that happens non-stop once you open the floodgates. So it's not any individual person's problem, you know? So I don't really hold it against them. However, yes, it is annoying. Anyone else losing audio randomly? It better not be on my end. I'd be so pissed if I'm having a technical issue. I'm only half an hour in. I've already had... Oh, well, that's not gonna work. He's part normal. What am I thinking? Oh, what am I thinking? It's gotta be YouTube, guys. I think YouTube is having a bad day. Alright, Leech Life isn't gonna do shit. I'm just gonna let him make my Zubat faint so he doesn't get a free hit on the next Pokemon. What is he doing using Growl? He could have just finished me off. If he's gonna waste time with stuff like that, then I guess I'll use Supersonic. What is he doing? Why is he not finishing me off? Cool. If I find a way to win this with the Zubat. Oh my god. This is so dumb. Okay, there we go. He did a move. He did a move. Slowpoke? I don't think I have Confusion. Yeah, I have Water Gun, which is alright. Should I use Peck? Peck. Should I use Yawn? Maybe. Oh, no, never mind. Does he have other Pokemon? I don't really remember. Was this guy with Eradicate? Oh, no, he isn't. Must be the other person. That or that's a Gen 1 thing, having Eradicate here. Ugh, I gotta stop leaning. I'm leaning on my left again. I have a bad habit about leaning on my left for a long period of time. And then my ribs start getting upset with me. And I think it's my ulnar nerve. Yeah, it's my ulnar nerve freaks out. Because my shoulder starts getting in bad position. And my elbow's planted into an armrest. It's just not good. I'm just gonna Vine Whip. Oh no. Don't flinch. Whoa! He crit me. Guys, I think I'm actually gonna faint here. I love how I beat Blue, and yet I'm gonna lose to this Rattata. I mean, Sandshrew is a kind of a tanky Pokemon, but I'm a much lower level. Like, I know it's only 7 levels difference, but when you're this low of a level, 7 levels is an enormous difference. I think this is gonna be our first party wipe. How did you get the name? Get what name? Oh, there we go. What do I steal? Doduo, I guess. I like Doduo. Cool Pokemon. Plus, I think we already have a Rattata. There we go. Mah-Dry-Bread. Okay, well, first of all, it's Mah-Dry-Bread. M-A-H. Second, it's a phonetical spelling of a nonsense word. Back when I was in high school, I had many nicknames because my actual real name is very difficult for people. So I had shitloads of nicknames. And one day, as a joke, my friend Mike said, "You don't have enough nicknames. The next word I say is gonna be your next nickname." And then he blurted out a noise, and it was Mah-Dry-Bread. And then we tried to spell it, but we would write it down as, like, I'll type it in the chat here. You know, like Mah-Dry-Bread. You know, it's just a noise. It's not a word. It's just a noise, so Mah-Dry-Bread. But when people would read it off, everyone would pronounce it different. So we ended up spelling it phonetically, which is MAH-DRY-BREAD. And it made it easier for people to read. And pretty much overnight, that became the nickname that most people called me. Teachers would call me Mah-Dry because they would see other students calling me Mah-Dry. And I just became, in real life, MDB or Mah-Dry. And so it was my nickname before it was ever my username. Like, my YouTube account was just Mah-Dry567. I I didn't get the nickname until after the YouTube account already existed. I wasn't uploading until I was already Mah-Dry-Bread, but like it's not a username, it's my real life nickname. Or one of. Professor Oak's AIDS. Well, no, AIDS. AIDS, see? Alright, that's a fun gag. It's funny, kind of funny that the nickname is longer than your name. Well, the people didn't have issues with my name because it was long. It's not long. People have issues with my name because they think it's French, and it's not French. What's my real name? Medrat. M-E-D-R-A-U-T. But it's like really old Welsh. So people read that in Canada and they just assume, oh, he's French, it's Madro. It's not Madro. Alright, I forgot, in this round we have like no money. South Park reference? I think it was just a reference to how everyone and their mother makes jokes about how Professor Oak's AIDS are called AIDS, and everyone makes AIDS jokes, like the disease. I'm not sure that was specifically a South Park joke, unless, like, they directly quoted it, maybe? As a Welsh person, you're the only person I know with that name. I know, right? Because it's a name in a dead language. It's not that some people don't still know Welsh. I mean, this is really old Welsh. We're talking Arthurian lore here. We're talking, like, pre-Dark Ages. Up until now, I thought it was German and pronounced Medraut. No. Medraut is one that people... That is one of the common ways people fuck up my name, though, is Medraut. I can't even say it that way. Like, I gotta force myself to say it that way. Because even if I want to say it wrong, I want to say Medraut, which is also wrong, but that flows better. That's the crazy thing, too, is some people, they know my name is Medraut, but they say Medraut. Like, they put the emphasis on the wrong half of the word. Why didn't he just bite me here? I would have fainted. Whatever. Yeah, they put the emphasis on the wrong part of the word. It's not Medraut, it's Medraut. It flows. I don't care, though. Everyone gets my name wrong, and I just don't give a shit. People who have known me for years can get my name wrong, and I don't care. I'll correct them if they ask me how to say it, otherwise I frankly don't give a fuck. I get that it's a hard name, I get that it's like the only time anyone will ever see this name. It's me and a Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's the only time you're ever gonna see the name Medraut. It's like I said before, at this point, if you see another Medraut, it's more likely that they were named after me than they were named after the source material. Your last name is Hitler? Hitler. I'm sure you get a lot of shit for that. Is there any particular reason for such a rare name? Or just a choice that was made? No, just eccentric parents. Parents who love history. What level does Zubat learn Bite at? I feel like... I thought it was 10 or 11. But we're level 11 and we don't have it, so... 12? 13? You can count on one hand how many teachers pronounce my name correctly from first try from kindergarten through high school. Same. It's fun whenever my name would be said over the announcements, or like... Oh, if a substitute teacher was there, because I had to keep my ears fucking peeled. Because there were times where I didn't know they were trying to say my name, and I wasn't paying close enough attention, and so I got marked as absent. Now, thankfully, that always got reversed. My parents knew that I was there and everything. They weren't gonna... I wasn't gonna get in trouble with them for it. They knew I was good, and I didn't skip classes and shit. MDB, I wish I could give you 200 right now. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll survive. Hey, finally, Zubat got Bite, level 12. Okay, I'm gonna send my Zubat back in then. I am head of diversity at the school I teach at. And my current project is getting teachers to learn to pronounce names properly. Man, I bet you that job is fucking miserable. Because people are going to police you so hard on how to do that. It doesn't matter how good of a job you do, it's going to have the stigma of being called head of diversity. And you're going to have moral busybodies policing you on how you do it. And you're going to be the bad guy, too, no matter how good of a job you do. I'm not worried about us making it 200% initial. Yeah, I'm not worried either. I think I already have these two. I'm good. Oh, I can't back out once I'm here? Shit. Well, I'll take a Sandshrew. I guess I can give it back to a police officer at some point. As much as I like collecting Pokemon, I probably shouldn't be getting all of them. Alright, I can't even, like, steal from adults yet, can I? I don't know when I unlock the ability to do that. So close to the donation goal? I am very close, aren't I? And of course, there's no harm going over the donation goal, just don't feel obligated. Okay, that's not gonna do anything, and we're gonna faint if we stay in. I don't have a good answer for this. That's right, this was the generation that was very low on fire types. I thought that was Gen 4. Platinum only had, I mean, I did a run on this before, but, what was it? Diamond and Pearl, before the post-game, only had, like, 3 fire-type evolutionary lines. I think it was Platinum that added, like, 2 more. Because they made it so you could get a Flareon before the end of the game, and there was something else that added Megby, I want to say. On-screen chat is stuck? Is it? Hold on. Ah, for fuck. Okay, I have no control over when on-screen chat gets stuck, by the way. That is Streamlabs being the worst website on the planet. Sometimes their shit just breaks and I have no control over it, and there's no hard reset. Sorry. There's nothing I can do to fix that. I hate Streamlabs. And I was talking about this on the fucking pre-stream, but I guess I gotta say it again now, because there's gonna be people who watch this on YouTube, and they didn't, you know, they weren't there for the pre-stream. I'm not using Slobs. The Streamlabs OBS. You know, Streamlabs is streaming software. I'm not using that. I don't endorse that. I don't like that software. Just learn OBS. Yeah. I clarify that because there's a whole lot of people now where whenever you complain about anything with Streamlabs, they think that you're using the software, and they tell you, why don't you just use OBS? Trust me, I've been using OBS since before you knew streaming was a thing. I've been using OBS since back when it was called OBS Studio, and I was using OBS before OBS Studio was even a version, back when there was original OBS, which was not great, but at least it was better than, oh god, what was that other streaming thing? X something. I had the paid version of it. XSplit? I want to say it's called XSplit, but that might have been something else. Either way, terrible, terrible, hate it. What's your favorite meal? Let me guess. Dry bread? Wow, I've never heard that before. Never once. Guys, you have to remember, to me, Mah-Dry-Bread has nothing to do with bread. Mah-Dry-Bread is a nonsense word my friend Mike came up with in high school. It doesn't mean anything. I've been Mah-Dry-Bread for... Let me think. Okay, I'm turning 33. I got the nickname when I was 16. I've been Mah-Dry-Bread for 16 or 17 years. I have heard every bread joke, and I don't think a single one has ever been funny. I can't think off the top of my head of a funny one. There's got to have been one, right? Let me think. Nah, not that's leaving an impression on me. There's been plenty that I was neutral on. Does that count? I don't hate all of them. But, like, you're not gonna come up with something I haven't heard. Do you have a ticket? Doesn't need the ticket. Did I just... Doesn't have the needed ticket. Oh, that's a crazy way to word that. Sorry, you need a ticket to get on board? Okay. Right, don't we need to meet up with a Team Rocket guy in here? Is he, like, in a house? Where is he? The most inefficient means of communication ever, don't you think? I think my brother has just been reading too many fantasy novels. What? I'm getting my Pidgey to fly a letter to Saffron in the north. Dear Peepee. Great name. It's probably Pippi. He's writing to Pippi Longstocking. I hope to see you soon. I swear I have never been to the underground path. That was just a lie Susie said because she's jealous. Best wishes, John. Aww. Is the secret member of the Team Rocket this guy? Share Pokemon fan club areas more than 100 Pokemon. Very fussy when it comes to Pokemon. I sure am. What? What's that R stand for? I bet it's Rapidash, isn't it? Okay. You have good taste. Okay, that's funny. Because this is the guy who normally goes on and on about his Rapidash and then gives you a bike voucher. I adore my seal. He's so lovable. So he's cute when I hug it. Was that me hugging it? R stands for reasonable man. Our chairman is very vocal about Pokemon. Humph, my Pikachu is twice as cute as that one. This girl here, do you have a sparrow? I talk to her, I think literally every single Gen 1 or Fire Red challenge run I do. Because I always trade a Spearow for Farfetch'd, because Farfetch'd can learn both Fly and Cut. And I use it as an HM Pokemon. Now, as much as I would like a Farfetch'd, I don't know if I have a spare Spearow. I'm gonna have to check. My, what have we here? A Rocket Bandit in the flesh. I'm not a bandit! I'll give you these 30 Ultra Balls if you keep your record clean long enough. So keep it cool. MDF and BSA, well, let me see here. Well, you're not so bad, are you? The bounty on your head is a mere 12,000. Oh, a few slip-ups here and there. Happens to the best of us, right? Glad you come to me to set things straight again, right? What can I do for you? Okay. Can I hand in Pokemon from the PC? When you're still in Pokemon, we'll agree to lower the bounty on your head in proportion to the Pokemon's level. So leveling them up, then handing them back would actually be a good thing. Okay, so I can't hand it directly from the box. Okay. That's a shame. That makes it a little bit annoying, but sure. I'm the fishing guru. Oh, you're one of the rocks on TV, aren't you? Looks like, look, I can't have you seen out in public using my rod, but if you'll do me a favor, just between me and you, of course, I might get you some special treats I fished up for you. What do you say? Sure? Very good. Now listen, I've got these two brothers, one in Fuchsia, one in Route 12. Yeah, I know where they are. I'm the fishing guru, see? Those twats don't have half the experience in the fishing game as I do, and yet, what do I see in the ponds and the lakes around Kanto? Young, attractive trainers fishing about with my brother's rods. I can't believe it. Why? Are they somehow better than mine? How could that possibly be? I want you to spy on them for me, Rocket. Do you understand? I want you to get to the bottom of what's so special about these rods and report it to me. Pry them from their dead hands if you have to. Go do this, and I promise I'll reward you handsomely. Okay. Yeah, I'm basically just the daycare service. Except for instead of getting money, I lower my bounty. The quicker picker-upper. Putting up a building on this plot of land, I own it all, and yet the Elite Four still demand that I pay property tax. Those darn looters. What's the use? Who is John Galt? I have no idea what that's a reference to, sorry. Stomping the land flat. So where the hell is the rocket guy in town? They said there's gonna be a rocket member here, right? Careful about the pollution here. I've heard Grimer multiplies in toxic sludge. See the SSN moored in the harbor? I tried to join the party, but the doorman said I looked like a gambling drunk. Can you believe it, little old me? Huh, well, I've checked every house. Huh. So I can't enter the SSN. Have I checked the mart? He's at the gym? Hold on. I don't already have cut, do I? No. Oh! Proton. What a name. A lonely grunt walking around Vermilion by himself. I'll take it you're the one they sent to help me with the smuggling deal. Well, did you bring the goods? Fine, move over. How does that always regrow so fast? What a meaningless thing to plant a tree right in front of the entrance to a gym. Well, you coming? Yeah, it's Proton John. Going to bed, but I'll drop a little something. Oh, thank you. Irish. I wish I was drunk. That's a really good username. You excited for ZA? I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know when it comes out. I've heard that it exists. I had no plans to buy it because I don't want to go spending money on anything right now that I don't have to. I'm sure it'll be fun. I liked Legends Arceus. I never beat it, but I liked it. You know what? What am I doing? I probably don't need to get my... Yeah. Is this guy gonna fight me? Okay, cool. No. Oh, Lieutenant Surge, you're so strong, we don't stand a chance against you. Yeah, you're wicked powerful. Oh, please, Surge, can't you tell us how you and your Pokemon got so strong? Well, you see, I got on the gas. We want to be like you, too. Well, I'll tell you, kid. Exercise your body by pushing yourself a little harder every day. Make sure you and your Pokemon are both taking your vitamins and saying your prayers. Sorry, and getting a good night's sleep every night. Why do I feel like this is Hogan? Oh my god, right when I said that, Kyle in the chat said, Search in this game reminds me of Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Take your vitamins, say your prayers. And remember, it's real important that you always eat your meats and your veggies. Haha, that's the way to do it, kids. Good luck. Did you hear that? We can be strong like Surge. Come on, let's go work out. Yeah, man, I can't wait. I think I have some vitamins at home. We can go take them right away. Let's go take so many Flintstones vitamins that we have to get our stomach pumped. My mom did that when she was a kid. Took too many Flintstones vitamins thinking that they were candy. Had to get her stomach pumped. Well, if it isn't my favorite little rocket man, how are ya? Not scared lifeless old Lance's paranoid new crime fighting measures, I hope. Haha. Anyway, I take it you brought the regular goodies? Yes, as a matter of fact, this grunt here has brought a particularly strong yield straight from our top chemists. He's just playing Schedule 1. As promised, Surge, here is your batch of Miracle Cum. What? This is Purple Ass Blaster. I said I wanted Miracle Cum. This makes no sense if you haven't watched me and Liana play Schedule 1. Well, Albie, you guys are really something. Let's have it then, little buddy. He just shoots up. Deliver the steroids to Lieutenant Surge. Now, Surge, the Pokemon, if you'd be so kind. Oh yeah, that's right. The Johto beasts, right? Why does that look wrong? No, that's how you spell beasts. Why does that look wrong to me? The font, maybe. Yeah, I had my guys stack them in crates and hide them somewhere aboard the ship. Don't worry about getting aboard yourselves aboard. The doorman all happen to be my folks, too. They'll let you in as long as I drop them a word. Sound alright? Why, No, why are they not here? Why do I need to go fetch them? So you're telling me the crates are all still on board the ship? You couldn't have done us the courtesy of carrying them on land? Now, Proton, easy. Do you know how heavy those darn things are? If I was gonna carry those all by myself, my whole back would snap in half, I tell ya. So we gotta do it? Anyway, don't you get all worked up just yet. You gotta look at things from the brighter side. I don't know if you heard, but they're throwing this exclusive party right on board tonight. Whereas some powerful political figures might even be attending. If you're lucky, you could end up in some quite exciting company. You'd end up with some real A-listers. I heard that the SSN just came back from that Epstein guy's island. You can meet all of the political elites. Sink that boat. Yeah. Sink that boat. Yes, going out to party with government officials is just what we Rockets should be doing right now, isn't it? Sigh. Well, I don't suppose we've got much choice. Let's get going, Grunt. No use sitting around being bummed out about it. Hey, you got stuff to do, don't you, Rocket? Haha. Or did you want to hear about the time electric Pokemon saved me from those Johto bastards during the war? Alright, Grandpa. You know, Surge has had numerous kills during his time in the army, but what fascinates me the most is how he managed to pilot a plane when he's 7 feet tall. Is he There's no way he's canonically 7 feet tall. I don't believe it for a second. Yeah, here's what the team is, by the way, because I saw that... why did I say Kyle earlier? King Logan was asking earlier. Right, this is the team right now. Zubat, Eevee, Bellsprout, Spearow, Sandshrew, Slowpoke. We have a lot of Pokemon in the PC as well. Did you know that Lieutenant Sarge was in the war? Yeah, you do? I mean, that's because it's all he ever talks about. He is canonically just giant? Oh, okay. I keep telling the lieutenant that this gym puzzle is the most absurd, skill-devoid contraption ever invented. It is. I have to do it all the time for work. He just scoffs and calls me a lightweight. Okay. I want to check, because this is the kind of place you would hide something if you were making a mod, right? First search for Lieutenant Surge height is 7 to 9? Do you mean 7'9"? Because that is also fucking insane. That's one of the tallest people to ever live if he's 7'9". That's fucking crazy. Oh hey, it stays broken. I like that. Okay. Sorry, am I healthy? Yes. I guess I am going aboard. The SSN is a famous luxury cruise ship. Visits Vermilion once a year. The war, the big sad war from Pokemon X, but wasn't that like a million years ago? Oh, you're with the lieutenant? I see. Step right through, sir. The party's already begun. Oh, this isn't party music. Where's the party at? Welcome aboard. This is quite the original party attire. There you are. Well, we better get searching. These Pokemon crates have got to be somewhere or other. That's a weird way to word that. Oh no, chat's arguing on if it's 10,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago. Yeah, I'm assuming Surge is from a different ore. A more recent ore. There you are. Well, we better get searching. These Pokemon crates have got to be somewhere or other. Alright, yeah, just talk to him. 20 million years ago. I think you're onto something. I think that's it. This is Chrono Trigger. We gotta go to the different ages and figure out what war he was from. God, I don't want to fight all these guys, but I kind of feel like I'm probably supposed to. Look the other way. Look the other... Okay, fine, I'll make you look the other way. There. Hey! My brain is too big. And then I want this room, and I want Brick Break. I think I have to fight one of these two. Oh! Hey! Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm the greatest trainer of all time. Are you still thinking about Stadium 2? Yes. Or another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game? Yes. Ship is a luxury liner for trainers of the world. At every port, we hold parties with invited trainers. Why do I feel like if I go right over here and up there, I might get a rival fight? I am mildly concerned about that. Is this the guy who shows me the Pokemon? A lot of commotion going on by the balcony upstairs. Can't be bothered checking, too old for this stuff. Okay. So if the balcony is where progress is, then I can go to the captain's court. Oh! It's the greatest chef in all of Kanto Johto. Oui, 'tis true. Did you come for my autograph? Okay. The word my didn't need... Okay. Oh, no, the captain, he is not to be disturbed, for he is very busy consuming my very own smoked Magikarp extraordinaire. Oh, you killed a Magikarp. Okay. That's kind of fucked. Must be enjoyed in quiet seclusion. Adieu. Come again later. Yeah, this was not written by a French speaker. I promise you that was not written by a French speaker. Yeah, hello, La Chat. How is your La Day going? Yeah, that was the quality of French that was just going on there. That is crazy. Darn, I knew I should have shelled out extra for our VIP ticket. I want to see. Who's that gray-haired one? He's cute and so powerful. Must be talking about the old man with the mustache. What's going on? Who's here, a movie star? And settle down, people. Our VIP guests have just finished their meals and are engaged in some private conversation. Their time is very precious. They're not to be disturbed without reason. Oh my god, it's all of the presidents. Oh my god, it's all of Hollywood. It's a pleasure to finally meet you in person, Lance. I've heard much about the state of Kanto affairs under your region from my advisors, but I've always wanted to give the opportunity to discuss it with you in person. Are you optimistic about your region's future? Oh, let me tell you, Mr. Stone. They're calling it the Golden Age of Kanto, but we're only just beginning. Not only have living standards increased dramatically in the post-war decade, but our economy is in an unparalleled boom. I've switched over everyone from eating meats, fruits, and grain over to groceries. I have made 3 successful companies, and my infamy is all the way back down to 0. Sorry, stupid Victoria 3 jokes. My SOL is now above that of Belgium. To think that Silphco, once a Kanto family-owned business, has now near nationwide monopoly on the production of Pokeballs. To think that Silphco has a monopoly on balls. Fuchsia's Safari Zone is also attracting an ever-increasing mass of tourists. And that isn't even to mention the region's brightest entrepreneurs have in store for saffron and lavender in the coming years. Necromancy. Yes, Kanto has turned out quite a prosperous region, rest assured. Well, it sounds like Private Enterprise is doing well at the very least. But what of the people, Lance? Do they approve of you? I don't mean to draw unwarranted comparisons to the past, but I'm led to understand that your predecessors were quite universally revered. And even though times were tougher then, how do you compare with him in the eyes of your citizens? Sorry, I got the hiccups. Ha! Yes, my predecessor was loved by all, up until the moment he surrendered from the war, that is. Anybody with any sense stopped adoring the champion who would give up his region's independence and honor just to save his own skin pretty quick, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. Look, I know that having conquered Kanto in war as a Johto general necessarily means that some of my citizens won't take too kindly to me right away. Wow, that is very fucking on-the-nose dialogue that he is only saying so that the player understands. Holy shit. But I dare say my entry to the history books will be more favorable than that old coward's. Are they ever gonna name who the champion before him was? Because that's something I've always wondered. Okay, let me go on a little rant here. I did this rant on Twitter like several years ago, probably like 4 or 5 years ago. The Justice for Lance rant. Okay, let's think about this, right? When you're playing Pokemon games, the Pokemon champion is whoever most recently went into the Hall of Fame. We know this because when we beat Lance in Pokemon Red and Blue, he says he's congratulating me on becoming the Pokemon champion, or that's what I would say, but someone just beat me. And then you have to go through and you need to beat him and it's your rival. So who was the champion before? Was it Lance? But Lance is the 4th member of the Elite Four, and in no region is a member of the Elite Four the Pokemon champion. Those are the people you have to beat to get to the Pokemon champion. So Lance had to have been the Pokemon champion, but then how is he the 4th Elite Four member? In every other Pokemon game, it doesn't work like this. But he specifically says you would be the Pokemon champion for beating him, if not for how someone else just beat him. He specifies that. So why wasn't Lance the Pokemon champion? Why was he an Elite Four member? He should have been the Pokemon champion. And if he truly just got beaten by Blue right before you got there, then why are we fighting Lance at all? He's not the champ anymore, and he shouldn't be in the Elite Four. Because it's not like in any other game, you beat the champion, and then now one of the Elite Four members is kicked out of the Elite Four and the old champion becomes an Elite Four member. That's not how it works either. So, like, it makes no sense. The champion stays champion as long as they stay in the Elite Four. But how would that work? That doesn't make any sense at all. What, so you beat the Elite Four 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th guy you beat, and then you walk into the next room, and it's the same guy again, and he's like, oh, by the way, I'm also the champ, fight me again. That's not how it works, so it can't be that. You think Gary's supposed to be the first champion of Kanto? But he's not. There's no way he's the first champion of Kanto. Did they say that in the game? That he's the first guy to ever defeat Lance? I don't know. Why? Okay, if Lance is the best trainer in the world, and that's why he's the 4th Elite Four member, why is he not the champion? There's no current champ by the time you get there. How, though? How is it not Lance? He's the best trainer in the world. It doesn't make any sense. If this were any other Pokemon League, he would be the champ. And he's not the champ in the first one by no rules that they ever tell you in the game. It is baffling. I have no explanation. Anyway, hashtag justice for Lance. He should have been Pokemon champion in the first game. Because Lance was, but he got beat. But then how was he the 4th Elite Four member if he was also the champ at the same time? Because then that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense either. Okay. I hope you'll excuse my lacking in both political experience and memory, but what was the name of this predecessor of yours again? His name was Gary Oak. That's gonna be Professor Oak, right? His name was Samuel Oak. Do you mean his name is Samuel Oak? Wasn't he just the leader of the Elite Four? Yes, he was the leader of the Elite Four. Then Blue came along and defeated the 4 best trainers in the world in one go. Yes, the Elite Four is the preliminary until you get to the Pokemon Champion. I'm certainly not apt to forget that anytime soon. Oh, that's right. And this Oak. He has now given up battling altogether and resigned himself completely to his Pokemon research. I understand his Pokédex system has become quite renowned in academic circles, even in Hoenn. It's quite impressive. Samuel was his canonical name? Oh. See, I think that's right. I think he's got a canon name, right? And his name is John Cena! Oh, Mr. Stone, Oak didn't give up battling of his own accord. Horrible injury during the war. I saw that he was banned from ever taking part in a Pokemon battle again the moment he called for surrender. I suppose his research endeavors were all he had left to attend to his post-war life. Is that really so? I must say, your region's political history intrigues me, Lance. If you don't mind my asking, why in the world do you think such a powerful and respected trainer as this Samuel Oak would surrender without a fight? It seems so odd, so unlike a champion, wouldn't you say? I see no mystery in that whatsoever. We were winning the war, and the old man got scared for his life. Simple as that. Some high-level Kanto scientists were allegedly trying to make genetically engineered warfare Pokemon around then as a last resort, but nothing came of it. And once we got once we got the legendary dogs under our control, victory was more or less guaranteed either way. Okay, are we establishing here that Lance is from Johto? Because I know that Kanto and Johto, canonically, are connected. Like, the Pokemon League of Kanto and Johto are the same Pokemon League. Johto doesn't have its own one. There's a Johto side and a Kanto side, and they both connect up to the same league. Oh, right, Blackthorn City, that's right. Lance, they probably confirmed before that Lance is from Blackthorn then, because I know that's the Dragon City, and that's where the Dragon's Den is and stuff. Lance is Claire's cousin. Oh, I didn't know they were related. Okay. Some Kanto patriots may like to tell the story differently, but that's the truth of it, Mr. Stone. Well, it has an interesting turn of events in any case, I have to say. Fun fact about Steven Stone. I have Stevens in my family, and my last name is only one letter off of Stone. Basically what I'm saying is I am Steven Stone. Well, I'm glad I could keep you entertained. Actually, I have several Stevens in my family, now that I think about it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm afraid that I'll have to leave you to attend to some Indigo League of business. I hope you'll keep enjoying the Kanto air for as long as it lasts, Mr. Stone. We're about to run out of air. Vermilion is a beautiful city. Why does something make me think that I can't use fly here? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. This guy is hacking. He's a hacker. Steven is talkative, ain't he? Yeah, that cutscene went on for a while, but like, how many people in Pokemon actually have last names? Not many. Not many. I do believe the Magikarp was a little too salty. My own chef would never stand for this. He must not bother the Hoenn champion. Yes. It's quite an exquisite evening, wouldn't you say? I say that all the time. This party is moderately entertaining, but the parties on my own yacht are infinitely grander. This lance is such a violent appetite. Hey, who wants to have like a Titanic moment over here? Wow, these rails are really, really, really high. Oh, that's a good point. Gen 1, you count Oak family. Yeah, they all have last names. Surge, yeah, we know that's his last name. Mr. Fuji, yeah. Mr. Sylph is the company named after him. I guess, yeah, probably. Or maybe like his dad or something. I don't know. Maybe it runs in the family. No, I'm quite full now, thank you. But do I look like a server? Please read my super chat and to be missed. Oh, okay. So I hit the button to mute the sound effects for donations because I was thinking that surely it would just mute the doubled one. No, it literally muted all of them. So I'm gonna unmute that. And now you're gonna hear fucking doubles again. I hate Streamlabs, dude. I haven't been able to fix this doubling in well over a year now. The doubling of the alerts. I hit the mute button on it and now it just mutes all of them. Let me scroll. Oak gets an email from the league asking him to visit. Maybe Lance isn't the champion in the regular game because they were hoping he would return. Oak gets an email from the league asking him to visit. Is that something that happens in Gen 1? Maybe Lance isn't champion in the regular game because they were hoping he would return. I don't know. I feel like that's just fan theories. I want to know, like, actually, canonically, what is the excuse, or is this a plot hole? That's what I want to know. Is there any, like, obscure piece of dialogue in the games that actually gives us an answer to this? And I'm especially interested if the answer is in Gen 1. Because if the answer is in Gen 1, I will take that as the canon answer. I just need an answer. Even if there's an answer in a later game, like, if they thought about it in the future and then they retcon it and they go back and they're like, oh, hold on, let's write this to explain it. I'm even fine with that. But if there's an explanation in the first game, I'll take that as the canon answer. You're checking Bulbapedia? Good luck. I don't think Bulbapedia would say, though. It's like information, like strictly informational. I doubt it would say something like why Lance wasn't the champion at the start of the first game. Right, I mean, there's a million rooms I didn't go in. Is the ship gonna go away when I leave? I just save stated so we can check. Okay, we can still go back on it? Cool. Okay, so we don't... That's not locked off to us. Oh, right. I need to go get the Pokemon from the ship. There's some crates on the ship. We just gotta find the crates. That's right. Okay, In here? Don't see him. Just get some berries, I guess. Stupid Google AI, go away. I know, it's the worst ever. Why are you Rocket? Alright, man, I'm gonna need you to read the title of the stream real quick. Bet I can smash that. The email is on Oak's PC in his lab in Gen 1 and 3. Okay, I'll go check that out. Oh, right, I can't fly there right now. I haven't been to Pallet Town yet. I'll have to check it later then. Well... I mean, this is a mod anyway, so I guess I'd have to check it like, My hobby to stare at trainers from all around the world while they sleep. Will you humor me by having a rest? Yes. Sure. You weirdo. That was quite a delight. Your sleep rhythms are pretty frenetic. Do you have a bad conscience? Yeah. God. Okay, so... Oh, fuck. Right, I forgot that's the one with the Growlithe guy. Yep, I think he's got the exact same dialogue as in the regular game, too. I guess the next time I'm playing either Fire Red or regular Red for a challenge, I gotta check Oak's PC. Even then, though, I still consider saying maybe he was getting it. They were hoping he would come back and be the champion again. Like, I think it's just fan theory. I want something more direct than that. Is it even confirmed in original Pokemon that Oak used to be the champion? Because I know that's a popular theory, but was that ever actually confirmed in the games? Think you found the clue? Maybe? You can steal his Pokemon now. He's old. Yeah, he's an old man. That would qualify for robbing. No. I'm guessing the no is probably in response to what I was saying. Because if it's never been confirmed in the games that Oak used to be the Pokemon champion, then I'm not taking the fan theory of maybe they were inviting him back to be hoping he would be the champion. Like, then there's no validity to that if we have no actual evidence that he used to be the champion. To my knowledge, I thought the developer said the original plot was going to be Oak as champion. I know that there was a boss battle programmed in Red and Blue to have Oak be like a secret post-game final boss. And I think his Pokemon are still in the game. Like he has a programmed fight in the code of the game, but you would need like a Game Shark or something to access it. The email's found on the PC in Oak's lab. The email is from the League encouraging powerful trainers to visit Indigo Plateau. It doesn't reveal his apparent ADDR. Hang on, it's bugging. Oh, okay. You're probably just having troubles with like a phone or something. Gen 1. Calling all Pokemon trainers. The elite trainers of Pokemon League are ready to take up all corners. Bring your best Pokemon and see how you rate your trainer, how you rate as a trainer. Okay. That's just a spam mail. Like, couldn't that have just been on his computer and that's why he's telling us to go to the Indigo Plateau? I don't think that directly implies that they're advertising to him as a trainer. YouTube chat's pretty far behind? Oh, that's good to know. Man, latency on YouTube chat is, like, really bad compared to Twitch. If you guys ever want to test how much delay there is between when something happens and when you see it on the stream, here's what you do. Get a timer set up on your phone or your watch or something, and type in a message in the chat, but don't hit enter. Hit enter and hit the start on your timer at the same time. And then hit stop on your timer when you see your match or your message pop up on screen on the stream. And then that's how many seconds of delay you have. And the delay, I mean, a little bit of it is going to be your internet, but really most of the delay is just determined by YouTube's terrible streaming. Oh, thank you for the tenor. Adventure Manga Oak was the first triennial Indigo League champion, probably the best we got, to be honest. Yeah, but like, what about the games canon? Because I know that the manga and the games are not in the same canon. You know, like, Green doesn't exist in the games, but Green is a trainer in the manga. Oh, thank you, Dolphy. It has a PS on the email, though. Professor Oak, please come visit us. Okay.
Bet I can smash.
So this was sent. Well, hold on. How does that even make sense? So they send out this email to collect trainers from around the world, but it also has a postscript for Oak to visit. Is that postscript in everybody's fucking inbox? They probably just didn't think about that, in fairness.
Bet I can smash that.
How the hell? I unmute it and now it's all doubling again. I hate Streamlabs so much. I'm paying $2 to test my delay. You don't need to pay money for that. You can just type in the chat and test it. It's like 2.5 minutes. It's like there's no fucking way. Have you clicked the live button on the stream? The live button will get you caught up. Okay, where the hell are these crates I'm looking for? Yours is 30 to 60 seconds? That's so long. It should be like 10 seconds. I do not see these crates. All right, what am I doing going back in here? I already checked that one. Okay, over here, let's try these rooms. Because the SSN's not that big. Nope. Do you want the answer or do you want to find out yourself? I want to find out myself. Nope. Battle. I like feisty guys like you. All right, brother. 13 seconds for you? Okay, 13's probably about the average for YouTube. Dredagon hate won't be tolerated. I don't know. I'm looking at the poll right now. And the poll, by the way, for anyone watching the, for anyone watching the recording later, the poll is Dredagon a big dumb idiot who looks stupid and is bad at basic everyday tasks that every adult, and then it cuts off, there's a character limit. And 100% of the 166 votes say yes. So, I mean, do I need to link you the Matt Hardy shirt? Hold on, let me get it. Let me get the fucking Matt Hardy shirt. You know what, I should probably just save this onto my computer. I'm gonna get use out of this. Video editor assets, memes. Save that file. This is very important, everybody. And if I image, and then I browse, video art assets, memes. Chat. This is how I feel about the Dredagon poll. That's how I feel about it. That's my face cam. That's me right now. The poll confirming what we all know. The truth is the truth. You rated that poll? I wanted to say no. I mean, this is sounding like a skill issue to me. I don't know why you didn't just pick no. I'm seeing yes, 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 and yes. Not my fault none of you picked no. Too true, MDB. Too true. I know, right? Can you ever be too true, though? Really?
Smash that.
100% truth is being true enough. Can you ever truly be too true if 100% is true enough? James is laughing his ass off right now. He heard the skill issue. It's awesome. Poison powder. I am not gonna use it, am I? No, I'm not gonna use it. But is it our truth? You mean run the truth killings? The truth will set you free. Chat, I don't watch WWE anymore. I watch a lot of pro wrestling, but I don't really watch WWE ever since they stopped taking my money shortly after lockdowns. Whenever they got rid of the American WWE network, it became very hard to legally watch WWE. They stopped taking my money. I'm not even American, I'm Canadian, but Canadians used to use the American network. So when they got rid of the American network, you only became allowed to sign up for the Canadian network if you had a TV provider. And I don't have a TV provider, and I don't want to pay like $80 a month for that. So they told me, fuck you, so I stopped watching. I only watch Mania, and I watch the Royal Rumble. And I only watch them because a friend does a watch party of them on Discord. So, yeah, so my knowledge of modern day WWE is all just like Twitter and video games and stuff. So like I kind of keep up with WWE, but I just watch tons of pro wrestling that isn't WWE. So those of you who are up to date on your WWE, I might need you to clue me in on some of these things. Oh shit, I was going into that diatribe because I was going to ask a specific question. Right, it was about R-Truth. I heard that R-Truth, yeah, he got released unceremoniously. Everyone wanted him back, so they brought him back, and they had him shave his head and be Ron Killings again, and he was a serious character like he was in TNA back in the day when he was the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, which I watched that run. That run was great. I love R-Truth, and I loved when he was Ron Killings. That was such a good gimmick. And then I heard that when they undid Cena's heel turn, which I'm pissed that they undid that because that was a generational storyline you could have done so much with, that they just also undid R-Truth and made him a goofy comedy guy again. Please fucking tell me that what I heard was not true. So some powerful looking guys flying in here on a Dragonite. I think he's famous, but I'm not from around here, so I don't know. Okay, well that was Lance. Yeah, I know they undid the Cena heel turn, which is baffling to me. Why? Okay, that message was instantly posted and retracted. How does that work? Yeah, I'm going to switch to live chat. I hate when it's on top chat, because it defaults to top chat, and I don't think top chat shows me everything. What's a heel turn? Going from good to bad? Yes. A heel turn is when you become a bad guy. And a face turn is when you become a good guy. Redacted? Yeah. Someone in the chat's thing, like they got rid of their own message. Top chat definitely filters out messages. I know, right? And the thing is, sometimes it doesn't, it filters out messages, but there's nothing wrong with the message. It just filters out everything a random person says, even though they're not saying anything wrong. I don't get it, man. My dumbass thought you meant heel turn. Oh, like healing? No. Heel turn in pro wrestling is becoming a bad guy. You know, like betraying someone or something like that, you know? Like John Cena is healing people. Yeah, John Cena in his retirement tour has decided to become a cleric. I love that idea. Now that's a storyline. I want to see that one. I'm going to say something super offensive. Do it! I dare you! Spaghetti. I'm not super offended. I'm like a little offended. I'm not super offended. You gotta try harder than that. Is there a term for a wrestler who's neither face nor heel? Sometimes it's called a tweener. Or sometimes they're not even a tweener. It's just it doesn't matter, you know? Like they're like a local guy who's just there to get beaten in 20 seconds, and they're not a regular part of the show. They're not really a face or a heel. They're just enhancement talent. The WWE character is doing a D&D show. I'm pretty sure they've done that. What is Skater Nate? I mean, no matter what the game says Nate is, I'm pretty sure that Nate's a heel. Wait a minute. How much you want to bet we can go in the captain's quarters now? Ah, we just had to wait for the cutscene. That's what it was. I should have guessed. Nothing like a full pipe of Sailor's Backy after a meal. If only all my afternoons were this peaceful. When he says Sailor's Backy, something tells me he's not talking about tobacco. Pokemon cries appear to be coming from inside the crates. Hey you, trespassing my cabin during private time, are we? And who might you be? Well, judging by that outfit of yours, I'd say you're trouble! Oh, I see how it is. You came here to pick up these crates, didn't you? See, my crew found those laying around on deck earlier, and I sure as heck don't remember loading them aboard in Lily Cove City. If this is part of some smuggling business, then I'll have none of it. None of it! My favorite place in Canada. Let me show you how we deal with petty smugglers where I come from. I'll cut you right up! Oh, Jesus. Well, thankfully, cut's a terrible move. Oh my god, they actually redrew him. Captain Arab. Crazy name. Is it supposed to be like Captain Ahab? But not quite? Oh, I didn't even heal my team first. Okay. Oh, he's a way higher level than me. Guys, I think we're officially way under-leveled. Yeah, this is actually a bad situation. Oof. Yeah, he's like 10 levels higher than my best Pokemon, or almost 10 levels higher. Oh, thank you, Riverwalker, for the 50. Here's the last push to hit your goal. Then maybe we can stop you from having to steal Pokemon from me. Even if I don't need to steal Pokemon from you, I think I might just do it for funsies. So I'm guessing he has more than one Pokemon, right? You asshole. I think I just guaranteed. Oh, he has 4 Pokemon? Yeah, no, this is a guaranteed feint. Scripted loss, maybe? I don't think it's a scripted loss. I think I'm just under-leveled. Chat, am I gonna have to, like... Ow. Am I gonna have to grind off screen? I think I'm gonna have to grind off screen. God. Okay, this is exactly why I spent many years not streaming regular Pokemon ROM hacks. Because I already have to play an enormous amount of regular Pokemon games for work. And I have to grind lots for that. If I also have to grind for the streams, I'm never gonna get anything done. Yeah, I'm gonna just... Like, I can't possibly win. Thank you. I did skip a lot of trainers. I only started skipping trainers pretty hard this stream. And in fairness, even those trainers were a higher level than me. Could you cheat in Candy? I wouldn't have a clue how. Typically, ROM hacks, if you use a Game Shark code that would work on a regular game, it doesn't always work on a ROM hack. Yeah, if any of you can, like, get the rare candy cheat working in this, then let me know. But I don't want to risk trying it on this and then breaking shit because this is a mod. His high levels are because they thought you wouldn't skip optional battles. This hack expects you to battle everyone. Okay. Okay, let me just remind myself here.
Smash that.
What do we have access to? Can we go to Lavender yet? I'm gonna try. Nope. Really quite delicious. They're really salty though. As if you eat too many, you become dehydrated really fast. Hello friend, would you like to buy some of my salty snacks? Yeah, very crispy, very homemade, yes. Guess if you couldn't hurt. Munch munch, not too bad. Okay. What if I go to Cycling Road? Poor Sparrow carrying a whole grown-ass man, yeah. And his bike. Oh, right, yep. Nope. Can't get past that yet. And I can't cut through that, right? Yeah. Okay. So... I don't have access to any areas I haven't been to. Let me think. I think I skipped a few trainers above Nugget Bridge.
Bet I can smash that.
Smash, I can bet that. MDB, why have a Canadian business when it's just you and costs you money? Because many years ago, like 6 years ago, I want to say, maybe 6 months after I blew up really big, ugh,
Bet I can smash
I went to the RBC outlet and talked to my banker, my financial advisor dude, about if it makes sense for me to register as a business rather than taking on everything as a personal expense. And he said yes, I would save money. So I did.
Smash that.
I made a business. And then here we are 6 years later, and business fees have gotten so unbelievably hostile in Canada that to run payroll, just to send the money out to the one employee, which is me, there are 2,000 Canadian dollars in fees. I run payroll once a month, $2,000 in fees just for that. That is how bad it's gotten. That is $24,000 a year I lose to just running payroll. Yeah, Canada hates small businesses. I've talked to my accountants. There's no way around that fee. It's fucking nuts. I've been talking to my accountants for over a year now about if it'll make sense to dissolve the business, if I would actually save money on dissolving the business and just taking everything on as a personal expense again. And they have still never looked into it for me. The old guy who was looking into it for me does not work there anymore. And the new people who are supposed to be looking into that for me are too busy with the other things, like the CRA stuff I've been complaining about the CRA account not working properly. Can I go down here yet? Man, you're not a rocket, are you, dude? You probably don't want to stay away from here for a little while, but... okay, they made a cutscene for it. So the cops are getting tipped off about you guys having some sort of operation going here earlier. I think they're interviewing witnesses or something, I don't know. Just thought I'd give you a heads up, man. Those cops can be pesky as hell, you know what I'm saying? Probably nothing to worry about, really, but you never know. Okay, another idea. I want to find all the little secrets in areas where they would hide it from me. And the most obvious place that they could easily put a secret that they think that players wouldn't go back and check is Mount Moon. They teleported us out of the fossil room after the cutscene when I was here last time. It would not surprise me at all if I could get like some kind of special item or something in there. Or maybe steal a rare Pokemon, I don't know. Either in that room or just past the room.
Bet I can smash that.
He doesn't work there anymore because he was asking too many questions. Very suspicious. You skipped my previous super chat, $2 to read it. Oh, you don't need to donate again just because I missed a super chat. Sorry. Let me scroll. His high levels are because... Oh, no, I read that one. Try the fighting dojo. Maybe you can fight them. Oh, maybe. They're probably too high level for me. A salty snack. That's his other name. Here we go. Okay, a rare candy. That's nothing too amazing. Are the move tutors over here? Oh. Oh, sorry. I just got a bad nerve pain in my left side. Oh, that feels so uncomfortable. Okay, I'm good. A punch. This is just for us. Mega Punch is so cool. Let me teach it to you. And there's the Mega Kick guy. Anything else? I think there's like a useless TM up here somewhere. Now this. No. This is a weird spot in Pokemon. If I took a screenshot right here and I tweeted it saying, "Where am I?" no one would know the answer. I like doing that once in a blue moon. I go somewhere weird in Pokemon and I take a screenshot and tweet it and see if anyone knows where I am. No. Okay, this just goes back down to Celadon. So I guess the only reason to go here really would be Mega Punch and Mega Kick, which are not great moves. They're good if you got nothing better. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to learn it. That's how I feel when my gallbladder hurts. I don't have one anymore, but the phantom pains are a great gift keeps on giving. That sucks. I still have my gallbladder. My gallbladder's better than yours. And to be, go everywhere to get the business advice you need. Lawyer, banker, local business representative. I can't even tell if that's a genuine suggestion or not, I'm gonna be honest. I have an accountant, I have bankers, I have people I talk to, trust me. Gallbladder supremacy. Your gallbladder tried to nuke you? Wow. So basically what you're saying is your gallbladder turned heel. Petraberry. Just got your news that your kidneys and liver are almost fully healed? Oh, hell yeah. I'm happy to hear that you're making a full recovery on that. I know a guy who had to get his... I think he got new kidneys or something. He's still on medication for it. It was pretty recent. He still has to do dialysis, but I think he's getting weaned off of it or something. He's actually a part of our Haven and Hearth village. That you should all be joining, by the way. Chat, how many of you, right now, would want to join my Haven and Hearth village? Even if you've never played the game before, you are invited. Because my only rule on letting you in the village... It doesn't matter if you don't have much time to play. It doesn't even matter if you play for a few days and you're like, this isn't really my thing. I think I'm going to stop playing. I'm okay with that too. The only requirement is that you are not a griefer. And because you're here, I know you're not a griefer. That's the thing, is Haven and Hearth has a lot of griefers that just go around raiding people, and they'll infiltrate your Discord server to try and figure out inside info and stuff. That's why we have a private Haven and Hearth chat where we talk about our actual village's ongoings outside of the public Haven and Hearth chat where people just talk about Haven and Hearth in general. And like, yeah, we've had top level griefers in my Discord server come by and try and spy on it. So you gotta be a little careful, but none of you are the griefers. I know that for sure. So I'm totally fine with any of you playing. Even if you totally suck at the game, I don't care. Just have fun. Don't think I've heard of this game? It's on Steam. It is an MMO. It's a small indie survival MMO in a fantasy medieval Swedish setting that has existed for like 14, 15 years now. It's a really good game. It is developed by two guys who very actively develop it. It gets updates constantly. It gets a new world every year or so. It got put on Steam like a couple years ago, I think, but it's existed for long before that. It's free and very good. You can also pay a one-time fee if you want to like have a bunch of action sped up a bit. Basically, the entire game is a free, complete demo, and then you can do certain things at full speed if you do a one-time payment of $15, which is what the original price of the game just was back in the day, is $15. But you can basically just play it for free. And when I say like some things are slower, it's not drastic enough that it's gonna make the game not fun to play. It's like try it before you buy it, but when they say try it, they mean you get the whole game. And then if you really enjoy it, then by all means drop 15 and there you go. How many griefers do you think watch after finding your channel trying to spy? Oh, they give up very quickly because they're only interested in Haven and Hearth. So they know of my tutorial videos because like a decade ago, I made tutorial videos on Haven and Hearth and they found me through that and they've had a vendetta against me ever since. They still remember me. It's funny. I still bump into them sometimes. But at the end of the day, I have this very wholesome experience every single time a new world comes out on Haven and Hearth, where me and my crew start playing again, and then I'll bump into random players in the world, and when you see random players in Haven and Hearth, they can't see your name and you can't see theirs. You can memorize each other, and you can type in a nickname for them to remember like if they were friendly or not, but you need to kin them if you want to see their actual name. Hold on, what does he have to steal? I'm so... Geodude, want it. I'm so bad about remembering what I just fought. I guess it doesn't matter. I can give Pokemon back if I need to. So, I'll meet random players out in the wild and I'll be friendly to them, because people in Haven Hearth, either they're friendly or they're total assholes. So, I'm friendly to them and I help teach them. You know, if they say they're new or whatever, then, you know, I'm helping them out. I invite them. I say like, hey, you know, my crew is just over here. You're welcome to hang with us. You can come by. We're happy to help you with anything. We can teach you the game. Don't feel obligated. They end up kinning me. And every single world for 10 years this has happened now. At least one time, one of those people will kin me, and then they see my username and they say, holy shit, I just found you through your tutorial videos today. You taught me how to play this game. And then they join my village, and they become like a long-standing member of the village. That's super fucking cool. Anyway, a new world is probably coming out soon, so if you want to learn the game, learn it right now, because it's low stakes right now. Yes, like, people are entrenched right now and there's high-level raiders or whatever, but play the game a little bit, see if you like the game. A new world will come out soon, and so you'll already have some experience to hit the ground running. And if you join my village, then there you go. We're all gonna hit the ground running at the same time. We can get our whole camp together, get a wall up, be nice and safe, and have a fun time all playing Haven together and making Haven videos, making Haven tutorials and stuff. In fact, I'm going to be, over the course of mostly October, making a whole bunch of Haven and Hearth tutorial videos, and then I'm going to edit them and release them all when the next world is coming out. So if you want to be part of these videos, join up my Haven village. Just tell me that where you found out about Haven and Hearth. Just tell me where you found out about it, and I will let you in. Because all I need is that little bit of assurance that you are not a griefer, pretending to be a member of the community, you know? But it's pretty easy for me to research that, right? Like, if you've already been on my Discord for a while, then I can check out your posting history, and I can tell you're legit. If you said what stream you're from, then I'll know that's legit, because Haven people do not give a fuck about anything I do outside of Haven. I promise you, there is no Haven spy currently watching this stream. So if any of you were to say, hey, me, I know you're safe. It doesn't matter if you never played a day in your life. You're not going to grief us. Just join your Discord. I'll try and play some Haven Hearts. Awesome. And if any of you want in, you just let me know. And we can teach you how to spawn a character at our village. You can have multiple characters if you want, or you can just play on a character or whatever. And don't worry about like, oh, I put a few days into my character, now I want to join your village, but traveling there would be basically impossible because the world is so big, I don't want to restart my character. Just start a new character and spawn in at us. It's not a problem at all. We can get you back to where you were, like, instantly. I've def been a spy all along, all these years just for this moment. Oh no, it's the long con. Hello, fellow MDP fans. I am not a spy. No, the spies are easy to suss out because they're absolute freaks. Like, a lot of the people who are, like, long-time griefers in Haven, they've been doing this for over 10 years, and this is all they do every day. Like, legit, every day they're playing Haven, and they do not have a life outside of it. They don't talk like normal people. They don't know how. They're very easy to spot. When a bunch of people from Balls Bay show up in your Discord server, and they're pretending they're not from Balls Bay, but every one of these fuckers has a pirate hat in their display picture, and when you click on their Discord, there's a Discord warning that says that this person may be associated with a terrorist organization, then you know they're from Balls Bay. You'd be surprised how many people from Balls Bay have come into my Discord server, and when I click on their Discord account, it says that they have been associated with a terrorist organization, which basically just means they've done hate raids before. But yes, Discord does mark people for that, in case you were wondering. I think I have both of these already. I'll probably just give one away. Good God, yeah, the main griefer who always would fuck around with me for like over a decade now. He has a terrorist mark on his Discord. He's also threatened to try and make pedo allegations about me and email it to my ex-wife, who he thought was still my wife. I have screenshots of it. I sent it to the developer of the game and they just didn't give a fuck and said, block them. Because they're friends, the developer and the griefer. It is genuinely an incredibly good video game, though. It's just, the developers made the game intentionally with the idea that there is no police for this game. The players police themselves, and I like that. I actually really like that. The only reason the kindness you get from strangers in Haven matters so much is because you've also seen abject cruelty from strangers. They'll fuck with you just to fuck with you. And so there's this big, big divide. It's genuinely a very good video game. That's the thing. Anyway, please, I super chat a question about Haven. Oh, sorry. But does Haven and Hearth work on Mac? I think it does. It probably does, yeah. Mind you, the guy said to ignore him probably because he knows that guy is just full of shit and wouldn't actually do anything, because he's an absolute coward. So I think that's part of why he said it. Because here's the thing. If the guy actually were to make allegations like that, I have proof that he warned me that he was going to do it, and that I brought it to the developer of the game, and that they didn't do anything about it. That is illegal in Sweden. And Sweden is allowed to extradite people to Canada to face trial. You know where else is also able to? Australia, which is the country that the griefer's from. Now, he doesn't know that I know that he's from Australia, but he doesn't hide his tracks nearly as well as he thinks he does. He's made a lot of enemies, that guy, over the years. You know, making allegations about people and trying to threaten people in real life. Yeah. This cape is a famous day spot. Misty, gym leader, has high hopes for the place. Weren't these two doing it earlier? Yes, honey, very romantic. I like standing by the cape with you, too. This Laura some hot tea? Yes, it does. Now, you can't believe anything that person says. Sounds unhinged? Yeah, is unhinged. All of Balls Bay is unhinged. He doesn't even go by he. I think he goes by she now, and I don't think it's a trans thing. I'm pretty sure they're just lying. Like, that's the thing, is the individual will lie about literally anything. And I'm pretty sure to them it's just a gimmick. Oh, where the hell am I flying? I guess I just go back to Vermilion. Yeah, I guess I just go back to Vermilion. Man, I'm gonna have to grind before I can do anything, aren't I? I know there's that route to the east, but a lot of my Pokemon probably aren't even ready to fight them. Like, I fought a couple of these trainers out east, and my Pokemon weren't doing great. You thought your mental health was bad? Nah. You should see some of these freaks who do nothing all day but play Haven. I love Haven. It is genuinely a one-of-a-time, all-time fantastic video game. And I actually really, really like the guiding philosophy behind it. I don't really like one of the developers behind it. He's kind of an asshole, but that's the thing, is he doesn't, he's not gonna ban people for saying that he's an asshole, and he's not gonna ban people for not liking his decisions in the game. He genuinely doesn't care. I do have respect for that on some level. Okay, I think I need to wrap this up now, because I'm getting a lot of nerve pains in my side and my back, and I know that's a shoulder thing going on, so I need to get moving to fix that. And I have some other shit to do, and I should probably fucking off-screen grinding this a little bit. Hey, if anyone can get Rare Candy Cheat working in this, let me know, and let me know what you did. Because I would very happily like to do that. Now, my next stream is going to be on September 22nd, which is my birthday. I'll be turning 33. I'm probably going to be it's mostly going to be a hangout, but I probably will stream some SmackDown vs. Raw. That's the video game that made me a wrestling fan back in the day. Just on-screen grind, though. We are here for... No. I'm not on-screen grinding right now. I can't even sit down for that right now. My neck and my back are giving me problems. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now. Oh, let me lock this. The truth is the truth. I love that. I'm gonna lock that there so it doesn't move on me and I can turn it off and on whenever I need to. Okay. I am going to get moving. Does it not have a built-in sheet? You mean cheat function? It does have a cheat function, yes. But, like, you're going to have to find a rare candy cheat that for sure works with this individual mod. Also, I don't think I'm on the newest version of the mod. I think someone told me mine is slightly out of date, but the out-of-date one is better. So I don't even know. I got no idea. I'm gonna get going now, though. Thank everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day. And also, go message me on Discord and ask to join the Haven Village, and you can literally join today. And I'd love for you to join today. We could use some more people in the village. It'd be a great time. Everybody in the village is like the friendliest people you've ever met in your life. We're so good about teaching new players. Half of us are new players. It's a really fun time. It's not overcrowded. Everyone's gonna know you on like a first name basis or a username basis. Everyone's gonna greet you every time you come on. It's such a fun time. We're also friendly. You should join in. Have a nice day.